Xavier Foley studied at the Curtis Institute of Music, working with Edgar Meyer and Hal Robinson. The bass player and composer is a first prize winner of the 2016 Young Concert Artists International Auditions, the 2014 Sphinx Competition, and a recipient of the Avery Fisher Grant. He comes to Santa Fe this Saturday and Sunday for the premiere of his Victory Concerto. Xavier, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me here.
How does a musician come to playing the double bass in the first place?
The way it happened for me was I was in middle school and I had the chance to try out orchestral instruments. And when I picked up the bass, it was a very good fit and I never put it down.
Oh, yeah. So like a lot of musicians, you started in the school music program in Virginia High School.
Yep.
So somewhere along the line, you decided on a solo career, which kind of necessitates either composing or commissioning works because there isn't a lot of repertoire for your instrument. Which was first? Was there always a composer inside you waiting to get out, or was that born out of necessity?
Ever since I was a kid, I always would hear music in my head. So it wasn't until halfway through college I decided to write down my ideas and turn it into something that can be understood by the audience.
Understood by the audience has a lot to do with the range that you write for the instrument and the orchestration behind it. Are you sort of expanding the technique and the range of what you can do, pushing yourself as a composer?
Technique as far as bass playing, yes. That meaning coming up with new ways to play atypical chords or playing something really fast. So bass players, we don't really play so fast. So there's a lot of innovation going on to come up with new ways to play some challenging works.
So tell me about the concerto you're bringing here, the Victory Concerto. It's a world premiere, is that right?
That's right.
Is it entirely your concept? Where does the idea come from, and what does Victory Concerto mean?
This is my third commission, and this concerto was me taking what I learned from my previous experience and coming up with something that I think will be very good. It's a victory for me to be able to use what I've learned for this exciting new work.
Are there models in romantic repertoire or modern repertoire that you sort of draw from?
I am influenced by everything I listen to. There's some romantic, so a little bit of everything. That's the best way I can explain it.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of instrumental, like hip-hop songs have the instrumentals and they have the lyrics. I listen to a lot of remixes because remixes have all these different styles combined in one. And people who make those, they do it for a living. So they're very good at it. And that's not only something I listen to, I get inspired from too.
What influences are in the concerto from what you listen to? Do we hear some of modern music, some of hip-hop coming in there, some Mozart or Beethoven or other Black composers, American or otherwise?
That's a great question. I like to leave that to the audience to decide what they think they hear, because a lot of times what I think they hear is actually not true. What they hear is entirely personal. So I can't really say what's what, but there are a lot of different inspirations in the concerto.
Xavier Foley comes to Santa Fe this Saturday and Sunday with the Santa Fe Pro Musica Orchestra. The program includes music of Jennifer Higdon, Osvaldo Golihov, Antonin Dvorak, and the world premiere of Foley's Victory Concerto. Tickets are available at sfpromusica.org, and 5% of your ticket sales benefit the Santa Fe Youth Symphony Association. Xavier Foley, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to hear the concerts.
All right. See you soon.